What's up, everybody? Happy Wednesday. Hope you all having a great day so far today. Getting into this episode of GH. It was so good to see Andre Maddox again. I was happy to see him. I was shocked to see him too. Anna and Valentine met up with him in the Netherlands, and Anna pretty much wanted to pick his brain. Valentine was like, "Okay, so what do we need Andre for?" And she was getting to that because he used to work for Victor and stuff with the memory map and Victor and Helena. So she figured that he was the best person to talk to because you had interactions with them. You know what I'm saying? Like maybe they had some location that you knew of or something that they would go to. So he pretty much said that Victor did have a secret location and he believed it was in Paris, but he couldn't tell them exactly where it was because he was blindfolded when the guys took him there. But he said it was kind of like a bunker. He knew for a fact it was in Paris, France. It was like a bunker type of thing, and when you go in, it was like an elevator. That much he knew. But he offered to go with them because maybe if he was on the road, he would know exactly, like he could lead them there based off of what he may recall once he gets there. Valentine wasn't too happy about that. Valentine was like, what the hell he need to go with us for? Because Valentine don't trust them. And Andre made it clear that he don't trust Valentine because he was like, you're dangerous. And, Anna had to remind both of them. She was like, we're all dangerous. I agreed with Anna on that one. Totally agreed. Because I'm like, in y'all own way, y'all all are dangerous in y'all own unique way. So y'all might as well work together. My thing is, I understand why Valentine don't trust Andre. I also, in turn, understand why Andre definitely don't trust Valentine. I get it. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, and Anna had to remind Valentine of this, we all have a common enemy, which is so true. They all want to take Victor down. They all have a interest in it. You know what I'm saying? So it's better for them to just come together as a collective and work together in this thing. I totally agree. You know what I'm saying? So hopefully they can find Lucy and stuff like that, and maybe she's at this location in Paris. Hopefully, because they need whatever lead they can get at this point. Hopefully we get to see them in Paris. You know what I'm saying? Going to the bunker and stuff like that. That's what I'm hoping for. Seeing all them in action. Hopefully it leads to something. Anyway, moving on from that. So Laura done pulled some strings to get Martin out of that Ireland prison. She had to call in probably a bunch of favors and do some shit to get him up out of there, but he out. And they went to go see Cyrus, because Cyrus wanted to see Laura or whatever. And Cyrus was all praising God and happy that his siblings was there. I said, oh, Lord have mercy. Here he go, quoting scripture. So he pretty much called her to warn her that she had a serpent in her garden. And he was telling her about pretty much Deputy Mayor Ashby and her shenanigans and stuff like that. And mind you, Laura was sitting there cool as a cucumber, not batting an eyelash at nothing he was saying. So that's when he realized she already know. And she using that to her advantage. I'm like, yeah, your sister more crafty than you think. So Cyrus pretty much offered to help or whatever, help her take down Victor. Because he told her, he said, listen, I got resources that you don't have. And she was like, that's the resources I don't want. Because she knows that his resources comes with, death and everything else. It's like you talking about killing. You know what I mean? Like, and that's not what Laura's trying to do. I believe Laura's trying to find evidence against Victor that's gonna put him in prison. She don't want to kill the man. Because obviously she don't want that man blood on her hands. You know what I mean? And she also felt like Cyrus trying to use her to, get back at Victor or take Victor down for his own agenda or whatever. So she was like, yeah, I'm not interested. So Cyrus pretty much told her, listen, whenever you ready, you know where to find me. He said, whenever you want some help. He said, look me up. I'm in the book. At this point, I understand Laura don't want to do nothing illegal or she don't want to take Victor down that way. I get it. But like I said before, you're going to need all the help you can get with taking his ass down. I'm just saying, you're going to need it. So anyway, moving on from that. Esme is proven to be a tough cookie. Like, Esme is crafty as hell. Like, she coming up with this brand new scheme. She is not eating none of her food, and Nicholas is over it at this point. Nicholas done came in there. He was like, listen, I ain't gonna tolerate you going on no hunger strike. Nicholas said, I'm about sick of your shenanigans. He said, listen, eat. he said you need to eat. I ain't got time for this. Like I'm not dealing with your foolishness. Yeah, I love the banter between Esme and Nicholas. This shit is hilarious. Esme, after he left, pretty much said like she wished that his ass would go over a cliff or she gonna push him over one. So his guy Demetrius comes into the room and stuff like that, trying to tell Esme she need to eat. He was like, listen, I can get the chef to prepare anything that you want to eat. So that's when she came up with this plan. She was like, how about, coming up with this little sob story about being lonely, trying to put on the show, trying to put on a whole act for this man. Trying to basically say, oh, it's lonely. Can he have a candlelit steak dinner or whatever? Could he eat with her? Or whatever. And he was like, nah, Nicholas wouldn't be happy about it. She was like, well, consider it you monitoring me and making sure I eat. He said, all right, I'll be back. And she noticed that her Christmas tree is flammable. Mind you, she said a candlelit dinner. I said, this heifer, I could already see what she gonna try to do. Set that damn tree on fire, cause a diversion so she can get the hell out that room in that house. I give it to her. She crafty as shit. I give it to her. That girl know how to think. She was like, you know what? It got to be a way to get the hell up out of here. She said, I'm going to find it. And she done found it. She better hope like hell it work. Because this might be her only way out. I'm telling you. If this plan don't work, it's going to be some shit. He might just put you on that jet and send you off. I hope for her sake it worked. Esme is hilarious. So anyway, Spencer is pretty much over it at this point. Victor keep trying to bring the family together, talking about, oh, I hope that you're going to be around tomorrow for a Cassadine family brunch. Spencer said, listen, I do not want to talk to my father all of 2023. He said, when this new year come, I don't want to look at him. I don't want to talk to him throughout that whole year. He said, I'm just waiting for my parole to get up so I can get the hell on and be about my business. And they're bickering back and forth. Nicholas came down and pretty much was like, yeah, I think it's best Spencer does leave. So Spencer got pissed. And Victor can't understand why the hell Nicholas is not fighting for his son. Like, why do you keep pushing him out so much? Like, why are you not fighting for him? Because it's quite obvious. I mean, well, Victor don't know, but I mean, he can't afford for none of y'all. He's pushing y'all the hell up out that house because he don't want y'all to bump into Esme ass. That's what he's trying to do. He's trying to conceal his secrets. And they were talking about the whole baby situation. And Nicholas was surprised that Victor knew all of this. He was like, what the hell? He said, how you know? He was like, I talked to Ava. He said, what the hell was you doing talking to Ava? And he was like, I'm trying to facilitate these terms of this divorce and whatnot. Like, sir, you are not a divorce attorney. You are not Laura Wasser. Go sit down somewhere. You are not the Disso Queen. Please go sit. Like, why are you in these people divorce business? I'm just saying, like, he advocating for Nicholas like he his attorney or something. Last time I checked, you ain't got no law license nor degree. And go sit down. So Nicholas had to tell him about this fake miscarriage. Talking about, oh, Liz miscarried the child. And Victor was like, oh, I'm sorry to hear that and whatnot. Because he talking about, oh, he feels like this is a good thing. Like, Nicholas being away from Ava is good because now you're going in the right direction. Because Nicholas feel like his life is a fucking mess right about now. And I couldn't agree more. Like, your life is disastrous at this point, Nicholas. All because of your foolishness. So anyway, moving on from that. Ava and Trina was talking and stuff. And Trina pretty much revealed to her, because Ava showed her the newspaper with her and Spencer. She was like, what's good with this? Like, what's going on? So she was like, before Rory died, she was going to break up with him. But then he died because she still had feelings for Spencer. But she feels like now that happened, now she really can't tell Spencer how she feel. I'm like, now is the perfect time. That Rory's death alone is a reason enough for her to tell Spencer. Because as you can see, time ain't forever. Like, you don't know how long you're going to be on this earth. You don't know what can happen today, tomorrow, 5 minutes from now. You don't know. So whatever you got to tell somebody that's important, you need to tell them. Even if you feel like it ain't important. Tell them, because you may never get to say anything else to them again. So you might want to. Especially when your ass live in Port Charles. The death rate in that bitch is just up here. Like, that death rate ain't no joke. So, Ava was pretty much telling her, listen, protect your heart, but also follow your heart. And I totally understood what Ava was saying in that moment. Like, if she gonna be with Spencer, protect yourself, but follow it. If that's who you want to be with, but, keep your guard up a little bit with him too. And I totally get it. that's when Spencer came in and stuff like that. You know, Ava was about to excuse herself, but he was like, no, I want to talk to Ava alone. I said, oh, what you got to say? So Ava kept rambling and stuff like that, thinking that he was, you know, there to talk about his trust fund or whatever the case. And Spencer just was like, will you shut up, please? He said, I'm fucking trying to apologize to your ass. And Ava was stunned, you know, because he was saying some stuff, you know, he finally opened up to her about how he felt. And he was like, you know, yeah, I gave you hell because you broke a promise to me and because I felt like you wasn't, you know, fit to be with my father. But he said now, after everything that's been going on, I see that it's the other way around. My father don't deserve you. He was like, because at the end of the day, that man done put you through hell. You know what I'm saying? He said nobody deserves the hell that he put you through. Ava looked like she was fighting back tears. Like that girl was on the verge of tears hearing this from Spencer. And she pretty much told Spencer, she said, listen, be a better man than your father. And she said, you know, gave him a warning about Trina. Don't let her down again. You know, or you're going to have me to answer to. He was like, no, I get you. He said, I expect nothing less, pretty much. I love that moment because I am so ready for Spencer and Ava to put this animosity behind him, because I always felt like he had a right to be upset with her, but the lengths that he went to destroy her over a broken promise, that was ridiculous to me, especially when he got back everything that was took from them. You know what I'm saying? You got it all back, so why are you still holding on to this stupid ass grudge? So I'm glad he finally said what needed to be said. So then him and Trina started talking about Britt's birthday party and stuff because he want to take her there. Pretty much to put on a show, you know, so everybody get everybody talking about them and stuff like that, about being together, so that way Esme will find out about it and lure her out. I'm like, this plan is cool, but I'm like, Esme not even thinking about you though. Esme's not thinking about Spencer at all. She not thinking about Trina at all. She don't even know what the hell going on with y'all. Like, this girl locked up in the tower right now. She ain't got the slightest clue of what's going on between y'all. So I'm like, this plan is kind of, I mean, it's a stupid plan, but I see, you know, in a way it's a plan to get them together, you know, Trina and Spencer, because I'm like, Esme over here trapped in the tower. She don't know what's going on with y'all. She got the slightest clue. So I'm like, okay, you know. So anyway, moving on from that, Britt is getting ready for her party. You know, she got like 3 things packed in that suitcase and she had to hide it when her mother came. Let me just tell y'all this. When Obrecht walked up into that room, oh my God. Did y'all see Obrecht? The outfit, the hair. Obrecht is looking fucking good. I said, look at my boo. Like, she cleaned up nice. Like, Obrecht, Kathleen, let me tell you something. She's a beautiful woman. The actress that played Obrecht and Obrecht, the character, beautiful. Gorgeous. You know what I'm saying? But when she cleaned up, Lord, like, she looked stunning in this episode. Every episode she looked good, but this particular one, she looked stunning. I said, damn. Scott must be hitting it right. I know Scott happy than a motherfucker. Look what he got. Scott get to sleep next to that shit every night. I said, Scott, you lucky bastard. Oh my God, Obrecht is woo. I said, good Lord, don't hurt him. I see why Victor be going crazy over her ass. I see why. That is a fine ass woman for her age. I said, listen, she looked good. She could put some young girls to shame. I said, damn. I was just in awe when I saw her. I was like, damn, Obrecht. Made me want to hop on the first plane to Port Charles and get, you know, put a little Mac down on you real quick. I have to give Scott a little run for his money for you. I'm just saying. That woman was looking flawless. I said, damn. I see why. You know what? All her, you know, her milkshake bringing all the boys to the yard. Because listen, woo. Lord have mercy. But anyway. Oh my God, let me get my mind up. Because listen, my mind is just woo. When I seen her, I'm just like, damn. But anyway, I love that scene though between her and Britt. Like, I loved it. That was so like emotional. That was like a tearjerker moment right there. Because she found Britt's suitcase and Britt had to lie and was like, oh, I'm just taking a vacation right after the party, extended vacay after the party. And her and Obrecht really got down to their relationship because she was like, you know, this is, you know, my first party. And Obrecht apologized to her. She was like, I really am sorry for not throwing you birthday parties and stuff like that as you were growing up. But Obrecht always felt like she had to raise Britt tough. You know what I'm saying? Like, she couldn't be soft with Britt. She didn't want Britt to be soft. And as that conversation was going, I totally understood what Obrecht was saying, because people gotta understand something. They're women. Not only are they women, but they're both doctors. So they felt like they had to be hard ass, because if they were vulnerable or soft, they showed that side to them, people would take that as a weakness. You know what I'm saying? I totally get where Obrecht coming from with that. I totally do, because I feel like that's for anybody. Men, women, don't matter. I feel like we all got to be tough in certain ways. You know what I'm saying? Certain areas we got to be tough. We got to be firm. But we also nowadays have to know when to be vulnerable too. You know what I'm saying? People might try to take that as a weakness, but you got to show that tough side too. Like that tough and that softer side. You know, you can't just be, you know, tough 24/7. But I love their conversation, man, because it was a real vulnerable moment between them. And, you know, Britt was letting her mother know, like, listen, I'm proud to be your daughter. She said, I'm proud to have you as a mother. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, Britt, that was just the whole moment. Obrecht was letting her know. She said, listen, I made a mistake. She said, I just couldn't hold on to the secret. So she revealed to her that she did tell Nina, and Sonny overheard. And Britt wasn't really upset with her. You know, she was like, damn, you couldn't hold on. But then she realized the toll that secret was taking on her mother. And she apologized to her for that pain. And she was like, nah. She was like, listen, no apologies necessary. I love that. You know, she didn't lash out at her mother or nothing like that, you know, because at the end of the day, she saw what that secret was doing to her mother. You know what I'm saying? Because it was painful for her to even hide that, you know, so she just broke down. You know, Obrecht assured her. She was like, listen, you're not going through this alone. She was like, I'm going to be here for you every step of the way. I loved it. You know what I'm saying? I loved that whole scene. It was so beautifully done. And Britt went to the bathroom to go get herself changed for the party. When Britt came out, I was like, hot damn. Like mother, like daughter. I said, damn. Britt was looking good as hell. I said, yeah, she was not playing. Britt said, nah, this is my birthday. I'm going to shut shit down. Britt said, listen, I'm gonna come in hot on this one. I ain't mad at her. I was like, yo, they are gorgeous. And they took a selfie together and stuff to remember that moment. I said, yo, that is so freaking beautiful, man. They killed those scenes. Oh my God, they killed it. I loved it. That was beautifully done. So anyway, that was pretty much the whole episode. Hit the comment section. Let me know what you all thought. And I will see you all later. Have a great night. Peace.